Good morning, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Answers. And on this platform, if you are familiar with what we do, we just want to ensure that each and every one of us is having a pleasant experience of everyday life. So I ask this to you. Are you having a pleasant experience of everyday life? If you are not, please do reach out to us and tell us what's going on, what's keeping you from enjoying everyday life. You can reach out to us on 0779 888 375. 0779 888 375. Tell us what's going on so that we can be able to work with you on whatever challenge you are facing. So today I am joined by the beautiful Miss Rue. She's going to be co-hosting with me, and she's going to be helping to also guide you through how we can be able to navigate some of the challenges that are keeping you from having a pleasant experience of life. So we are going to go into our first issue.
All right, thank you so much, Regina. Our first issue is a voice note. So we are going to play a voice note.
Hello, how are you? My name is Auntie. I'm Bobby. I'm going through a lot. Honestly, I need guidance because I'm about to give up my life. I think killing myself is best. Just want to have the sleeping tablets and I'll just die. I'm into debts. I'm owing people almost 6,000 years. I opened my preschool trusting myself that things would bring me some money. I didn't know that it would put me into debt. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. People are threatening me to sue me. People are threatening to take my property. I don't have much property, but people are promising a lot of things. I can't continue with this life. It's bad. It's the best for me to die. It's the best for me to die. I have children who will take care of my children. I was hopeful that my preschool will be one of the best, yet it seems like it's going to be one of the worst. I can't pay my teachers their salaries. Things are just turning upside down each and every day. I just hope that I will have guidance. I also write some proposal hoping to meet some investors in my business, but it seems like everything is just drowning. It needs me under the soil. May I please have some strength because I'm about to give up.
Oh, Heidi, I'm very sorry that you're going through such a difficult time. And, this is a time from what you have said, I can feel that, you are feeling like your whole world is just crumbling down because you had a vision and you started acting on that vision, which is you set everything up. You actually got that preschool to be up and running. You have teachers, and that are also looking to you to get paid. But then now everything is crumbling down in the sense that what you were envisioning that, or where you were envisioning that you would be at this time is not what's actually happening. So the first place to start, I think, the first place where I would love to start is, in as much as it feels like our whole world is crumbling down, let's also look at this as an opportunity to say, if I manage to just go through this, I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to be a totally different person. Why? Because at this point in time, you are at a point where you are out of ideas. You don't know what the next step is going to look like. You don't even know what tomorrow is going to look like. And there have been so many threats in terms of your future. So where we are at a place where we can't really see what the future is going to look like. But I also want to challenge you to see this as an opportunity where you are saying, look, if I manage to get out of this, I am certainly going to be a totally different person. And what is the worst case that could happen? So you spoke about wanting to take your own life, but I want to challenge you to relook or rethink that idea. Why? Because if everything that has been threatened to us happens, death is not going to be part of that worst case unless there's someone who is aggressive that is also threatening your life. Then you can also take measures to protect yourself, go to the police and file a restraining order. But you find that if it's just debt and it's coming from people, and you owe people that are reasonable enough, and there is no direct threat on your life, then the only person who is now becoming a threat to your life is yourself. For me, death is the worst case scenario right now, and it doesn't look like your situation is the one that is posing death as a challenge to you, but that's now on you, right? So I want to just challenge you to put that aside. Because for me, when you spoke to me, the worst case scenario is no longer people coming to who are threatening you and coming to do all sorts of things. The threat that I now see is you and your thoughts at this point in time. So I want to challenge you to relook at that, and we're also going to send to you some options. In fact, not options, but we're going to send you an opportunity to just sit down with someone, with one of our counselors that we work with, so that they can just also figure this out with you, especially in terms of these thoughts or the suicidal thoughts that you're experiencing. But now let's look at that situation from a realistic perspective. You said one of the stressful issues that you're experiencing are the threats from the $6,000 debts. So where I would propose for you to start is to just write down all the people that you owe. And after writing down how much you owe, who do you owe, the interest, everything, if there are any debts that have interest, write this down. And be clear and realistic that at this point in time, there is no capacity in terms of meeting these debts. So if there's no capacity, we just need to be very honest with people. We just need to tell them that, we acknowledge and we understand, but we are not in a position to be able to pay, and we need to leave it like that. And then there are the threats now on your property. People can go, there are legal ways that people can go and attach your property. You want to also just, if you know a friend who knows law, you can even use ChatGPT and Google what can people, you can actually go on ChatGPT and say, can you look at the laws of Zimbabwe and tell me what can people do according to the law in order to attach my properties? Can people just come and do that? What are the steps that people can do to attach some of the properties, so that you are just aware of what that threat actually looks like? Because right now you are hearing it from people. People are threatening you. They want you to move. They want you to, take action, because they are also disappointed, because they were expecting that they were going to be paid back maybe at a certain time, but it's not happening. So you need to understand that people will do all sorts of things to threaten you, but it doesn't mean they will also live up to those threats. But legally, what are they entitled to? I want you to research on that. So that's number 2. Number 3, right now, you also spoke about the teachers that are there. So we're just painting a picture of what is going on right now, right? So right now you said the teachers have not been paid, and it's high time to also be very clear with the teachers. You have to tell them what's going on. There is no capacity to pay. And so if there is need to continue teaching, they need to be able to understand that this is the circumstance. And I want you to also I would have loved to have a conversation with you to just find out what is your disposition towards the crash. Is it something that the preschool, right? Is it something that is going to break even at some point, or it's a total, it's something that you have said, you know what, I don't think anything is going to come out of this. And if it's nothing is going to come out of it, it's now important to think about considering to just shut down the school for your own mental health, for you to preserve whatever is left. Because the more the teachers are going to remain at the school teaching, the more debt is going to be accumulating from that teaching. There is also debt that is related to operational expenses of the preschool, because you may need, to buy things to get the preschool going. And if there is need to do that, it means that you will continue to experience more debt that is coming from that perspective. So I would love for you to just sit down and paint a clear picture of what's going on now, the reality of the situation, without considering all the threats and everything. No. What is actually going on, and what are the facts of the situation? The fact is that we owe $6,000, and who do we owe that to? The fact is that there are people who are threatening, but these people are not going to be able to touch this and this and this, because this is what the law says, right? And these people, but they could have access to this and this and this, because this is what the law says, right? We are clear. And then we've got so much debt because of the unpaid teacher salaries. And in order to now prevent further leakages, which is my second point, Rumbi, let's start sealing the leaks. And the leaks normally, they start with wherever we are actually experiencing more losses. So like I said, you need to think about, do we need to keep the preschool going? If that is going to be another area of leakage, let's ensure that we shut it down. And we just take note of where we are, so that if there were teachers' salaries that were already pending, that's it. There are no teacher salary that will continue to accumulate, since we have realized that this may not have been the best business idea for us at this time. It doesn't mean that, at another time it might not work out, but at this time it didn't work out because of reasons that I might not be able to also get from you. So start sealing the leaks. And then another area of importance when it comes to sealing the leaks is your own health and well-being. So before we even start removing $1 from the money, that if we have any money at all, we need to think about our kids and our own livelihood. You cannot be able to work towards servicing debt when you have not had a good meal, when you have not had a good night's sleep. So you want to start thinking about your health. And that's why we are going to link you up with someone who you can talk to, so that they can also guide you on this process of how you can protect your own health during these turbulent times, so that you can actually be up, to dealing with these circumstances that are currently there. And I love that you have a protective factor. You said you'd love to take your life, but this is something that you cannot entertain, because you said you have kids, you have children. So I'm not too worried about that, because you do have that protective factor, you do have the children that you have considered. And I want you to keep on motivating yourself that you need to go through this for your children, and they will also be better for it, because they will have seen you go through this difficult time and actually come out of it. It will also help them as well navigate difficult situations in their lives. What say you, Rumbi?
All right. It's a well said. I just wanted to say this is a good starting point for her to acknowledge that she's not okay. Most people, they suffer because they continue to deny the real situation.
Yeah.
So they will be accumulating more debt because they want to. They are not
try to make it work.
Yes, but for her, I'm saying well done for acknowledging that you are not okay. You need help. Thank you so much. I heard you saying you're going to organize someone to help her. I think it's very good for her, but that's a very big step for her, just to say I'm not okay. That's the good turning point. It's not a weakness to shout out to people and say, hey, I'm not okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I will just close with summarizing what what I just went through. So first of all, just be clear about who we owe. But first, we are being clear so that we can be able to communicate with them that we are unable to meet, the obligations of paying them back at this point in time because of the situation, which is a very clear situation, right? But it doesn't mean that we are not going to pay them at all, but we will try to pay them as soon as you are able to, come up with another form of income that you can be able to then start throwing at that debt. But normally, when we're now thinking about tackling the debt, we always say we prioritize the smaller debts until we get rid of, the smaller debts that we've accumulated for a very long time. So we start with the smallest. We do a snowball intervention where we start with the smallest debt, we clear up a whole lot of people, then we are left with maybe one or two people that we then make a commitment to them to pay the debt over a certain period. But at this point, you also don't want to overpromise. Do not promise anything that you can't meet. You want to promise people according to your capacity. So that they will not continue to be disappointed, because right now they are at the first level of disappointment, which is realizing that, oh my goodness, we might not be able to get our money back as promised. But now there is need to not cause further disappointment, but to be very clear about them in terms of your position. And so people can do two options. Some people can resort to taking you to the police. And if you save time for something, for anything to do with finances, then that means they're not going to get their money back. So that can be a negotiating point, especially if there are people who are threatening and saying, I'm going to take you to the police. It is not always in the best interest of the person whose debt you owe to take you to the police. Because once you save time for any issues that, and the law is very, the law protects everyone. And the law will be very considerate towards whatever you owe. You may be actually given a very flexible plan. So don't be, just do your research on what the law can actually do, because they can give you a very flexible payment plan other than whatever has been threatened. So if someone is threatening to take you to the courts, don't even worry about that, because that's going to take time and that will give you time to actually recover. So don't worry too much about these debts. Just talk to people so that they understand what you're going through, and be very nice. Answer calls. Do not let people's calls just go unanswered. Just answer calls and let people know your position. And be very assertive in terms of your position, and be very clear, be very kind, be very polite, but assertive in terms of what's going on, so that at least they understand that you have some kind of control and you know exactly what you're doing, right? And then the threats to come and take property, like I said, just do your research. It depends, it depends with a lot of circumstances. I could have given you advice if we could have had a chart to see what type of position, what type of property do you owe, what type of debts are there. But just do your research on ChatGPT. I'm sure you will be able to get clear guidance. So that's number 2. Number 3, protect yourself, protect whatever is left, protect your children. First of all, you need to start with your food and basic needs. That's where we start. If you get any income, if you get any assistance, we start with basic needs, because you can only be able to work towards this by taking care of yourself first. So take care of yourself first, take care of your children, then you can start, throwing whatever is left of any income towards that debt. And right now is also the time to look at other alternative forms of income. Where can we, start investing our time into, so that we can be able to get some form of income, so that we get bread and food on the table. Did she say she's married?
No, she said I have kids.
She said she has kids. Yeah, so let's start from there, Heidi. And I'm also hoping that with the counseling sessions, you'll be able to get support to go through this without, any problems. All right, we'll take a short break and we'll be back with our next caller. All right, we're back and we will get right into our second issue for the day.
Okay, it's an audio again.
Good morning. Um, my name is Tinashe Muka. I'm in Harare. I recently got married. So my issue is the past 6 months, I'm struggling with gambling addiction. So I ended up taking loans and with interest to loan sharks. Now I'm struggling to pay those loans. But now I'm prepared to come out in the open to fight my addiction. But I'm finding it difficult to tell my wife because I might lose the trust forever. To make matters worse, last month I got retrenched and I'm into debt of about 1,600 and I'm not employed. But I'm willing to work get that money back and pay off people's debts. But the challenge is, I don't know how best can I tell my family, because they have been supportive, and I've been lying to them that I'm having challenges at work, I'm not getting paid and stuff. But now, if they discover that I was lying all along, I'll lose their trust, and I don't want that to happen, because they really trusted me and they really support me. So I'm fighting addiction. I'm fighting. I have financial losses. I've lost so much, around 5,000 for the last 6 months. I'm into debt, and I don't know if those people will come. Probably they'll start asking for their money soon, and it's gonna expose me. Sometimes. And also the other thing, I recently, like I told you, like I recently got married, but and I also have I also received I also have a child who is a few months old, who is a few months old. So I'm struggling with a lot. At some point I thought of, like, just dying, but it's not the way to go. I'm willing to work, get that money back, but I need to come out in the open and tell my family, but I don't know how, because I'm going to lose their trust.
All right, Rumbi, what do you say?
Thank you so much for reaching out. This is very important that he acknowledged that he is in debt and he has gambling issues,
Yeah.
and also he's not feeling okay, like lying to his family. For me, it's there is future, like there is something positive about it, that the person has acknowledged several things that he needs to work on.
Yes, because many a times, Rumbi, I think you can also acknowledge that when we do come across some of these cases, it is because the loved ones are the ones that are doing an intervention. They've recognized that one of their loved ones is far gone on this gambling journey, and they're the ones that are actually bringing them maybe into the counseling rooms for an intervention. But like what you said, this is a positive way to start this healing process.
He also said, I want to die, but it's not an option. So for me, it's, oh yes, the thoughts are there, but he's also seeing that this is not a right thing to do. He's saying he's willing to work to pay the debts and to make things right. So thank you so much for reaching out and highlighting all those important issues that you need to find, you need to navigate to see where you can start. I just want to say, you are on the right track. Don't see yourself like you 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 are no longer able to make it. I just want to say you still have more time to work your things out, the days, to sit down and talk to your family, because he also said, I'm scared because they will reject me, or they will not trust me.
Yeah.
But I'm very pretty sure that if you are sincere, you sit down and talk to your wife about what you are going through, it might help than her to discover it herself.
Exactly, because like what he said, there is a potential of exposure. One of the things that you have anxiety about is people coming to claim their debts, isn't it? And then you are fearing exposure. And like what you said, at that point now, it's very difficult to then build trust, because whatever you're going to tell your wife and all of these things that he's been sharing, that number one, he would want to really work to get out of this situation. He wants to work. He said, I want to work so that I get out of the situation. But when you then tell your wife, after she discovered from someone else that I will work and get out of this issue,
That won't be okay.
it will be as if you are just thinking about it to get out of this exposed situation. But when you are proactive, then there is opportunity to rebuild that trust.
Considering that he also said he has been retrenched from work. So you can't continue lying. There are so many things that you can't cover up. Now there's no income, you are in debt, you have a baby, there are so many things that you need also to do as a working husband. So if you continue like lying, eventually it will come out. But I just want to say it's a good thing for you to sit down, just to find a conducive environment, a right time to talk to your wife about what's happening in your life.
And so, like what we always say, first things first. You need to seal all the potential leaks. And so, for you to be able to identify if there are any areas of potential loss in your life, you first have to write down a list of what you currently have. You are married, you currently have your wife, right? You currently have your children, right? And so there is a potential area of loss when it comes to relationship. So what is it that we can do right now to be proactive in terms of protecting this area that may, potentially start to leak? And that is having an honest conversation with your wife, and an honest conversation where you take full responsibility of what happens. You also are able to express, just like what you have expressed to us, that you have a positive attitude towards this. There is no victim mentality. You are fully responsible and accountable for what happened, and that you do believe that there is hope to recover that whole issue. And then secondly, there is the financial leakage. In this one, you can be able to deal with the potential loss, further loss of finances, because you said you lost about $5,000 over the past month or so. So just by saying this statement, I will not place a bet again starting from today. You have already committed to sealing any potential losses that were going to affect your finances. So that's financial losses and financial leakages, right? So make that commitment so that at least you seal the leaks where they are. You are at 1,600. That should be the end of the story. But guess what? Someone is going to give you $5. Someone's going to give you $10. Or you're going to start working and you get that first $10 that you make for the day, right? You are going to be tempted to go and bet. Why? Because at one time when you were betting, you experienced multiplication, like instant multiplication. And that was rewarding to you and your mind. So when you get $10, you might actually think that this is my way out. If I go and place this $10, then I might just get, $2,000. And someone might actually tell you, one of your friends could even tell you that. Just go, take that $10 and you'll see you'll get out of. But it is that trip that continues to keep you in this loop. And that's why we're saying, if you make the statement, I will not place a single bet again in my life starting from today, you are making a commitment to stop that pattern. And that is not going to come without any temptations to want to go and instantly get rid of all these problems. But we know that all these problems came from this. This was the source. So we want to make sure that we separate ourselves from that. And then another way to also seal that leak is to ensure that you delete your any betting apps. If you were betting through apps, if you were betting through any online platforms, just delete the apps. Delete your accounts if you've got any betting accounts. If you've got any betting related issues on your phone, just remove everything from your phone, remove everything from your computers, and do not make the journey to any gambling facility, so that you ensure that you separate yourself from that. And if there are any friends that you were interacting with that we're getting you in some of these positions, try to disassociate yourself with those friends so that you totally break the loop, that may pose as a temptation to get back into this never-ending cycle of tragedy, right? Then in terms of, so we spoke about the honesty, just being honest with your wife. And if you really think that it's not safe, you don't feel safe to be honest with her on a one-on-one conversation, you can book a counseling session, a couples counseling session with your local priest. If you are people who are of faith, if you are Christians or whatever belief system, and you've got a church leader or you've got a religious leader that you look up to, you and your wife. If you did premarital counseling, go to the same person who supported you, sit down with them and break it down like during that process. But this person has to be someone who is well trusted, who is very mature, because you don't want people, taking sides. You don't want people who will start, worsening the situation, but someone who is trusted, someone who is highly skilled. And I recommend, even a professional counselor, if it's possible, to be able to take you through this process. And you can also book on that number that you sent your issue through. If you're interested in taking that up, you can book a counseling session, a couples counseling session, so that first of all, you can be guided on how this can be broken down in a safe way. Then you can get your wife involved, and this can be, shared within a space that can be guiding and that can be building, and that can be also, inclined to reconciliation and to support both of you. Then I just want to talk about, lastly, your own health. Because what you are experiencing from what you painted is anxiety. There's a lot of anxiety that's coming from this space, especially anxiety of fear of loss of trust, that this situation can be worsened by being honest about the issue of your work and the issue of the addiction. I just want to say that can also start eating up on your health. So it's important that you if you can open up in a safe space, you open up, so that we get rid of that anticipation of future threats that is just looming in your life, where any phone call that your wife received, your heart starts pounding. Why? Because you are afraid that could be someone, calling to claim back their debt. But if you are able to then release that, you get the opportunity to sort of like guide how this situation is going to play out. And so that will also get rid of that anxiety that is just looming around you. And it will also help to protect your mental health. So, and I'm very happy and I'm very positive because of the attitude that you've shown. I'm very positive that if you take up this aspect that you have decided to take up, which is the ability to work, you said work towards getting this out, then you'll be able to get out of this situation. And I just want to advise in terms of the debt that don't look at the 1,600 all at once. Break it down and start paying it off from smallest to largest. If you do start getting income, but as soon as you start getting income, first of all, take care of the basic needs of the family. In fact, I would actually recommend, Rombi, that in terms of finances, whatever money that gets into your hand, go and give it to your wife. Because what are we doing? We are just entrusting that side of our lives to someone who we know can be able to better take care of the finances, as we regain trust with ourselves in terms of our relationship with money. So right now there is need to regain trust with yourself in terms of how you relate with money, so that at any given time you can trust yourself with money. But as you are going through this process, I would suggest that you give all the finances to your wife so that you're not tempted. And even if you are tempted, you won't have a cent that you can use to be able to indulge in those in those gambling ages when they do come. So give your wife whatever needs to, so that especially after she's aware of the situation, you entrust her whatever cent you make. Try to do any piece jobs, anything that can give you money, and give it to her. Tell her how much you owe to who. Come up with a plan. Who do you pay first? Make a commitment to those people, right? And if you do have bread and butter, that's good. If you don't, then whatever amount that you get initially, it has to go to bread and butter issues. Why? Because you will not be able to work towards a $1,600 debt if you are hungry and you are not taking care of yourself. All right. Rumbi, over to you.
I think that's very true. Reaching out for support, that's is also good for him, because of he also mentioned something about gambling. Yeah, so he needs also support.
It's gambling addiction.
Yes, those addictions needs maybe some behavioral therapy and something
Yes.
of that sort. So thank you so much. I think if you reach out for help, you'll find someone to support you through this journey.
All right. Thank you so much. We will take a short break, then we'll be back with our next issue.
a nickname that you can use, or even when you want to talk about other people's names, just try to avoid so that the conversation may be safe.
It's okay.
All right.
Okay, so I'll use the name Queen.
All right. You use the name Queen. All right.
Mm.
It's fine, Queen. Uh, we are listening.
Okay, so I'm listening. I remember I was on attachment because in 2024, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you, Queen.
Uh, okay. I'm saying I was on attachment at 24. So I then dated this guy. His name is T, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I wasn't treated properly just like the other students at Bakers in Bread. There were three of us. It was me, Queen, uh Tabiso and Peace. So our production manager was Mr. W, right? He didn't like treat me as the other students. He would even hold my collar and say, "Hey, you're not wearing the uniform that you're wearing is not proper PPE." I remember I was wearing a trousers and and the baker's in shirt.
Mm-hmm.
He would even hold me by the collar and say what we're wearing is not part of the PPE, stuff like that. Maybe if some students came for a tour
Mm.
at the industry, he would sideline me and say, "No, you're not supposed to do that." He would give me the harder jobs.
Okay.
At times, I would even go to the toilet and cry and call my mother that I don't want to finish this attachment.
Oh, shame.
So I also dated this other guy because his name was Manyara, right? I really fell in love with that person. I really loved him so much. But it turns out that he had got someone pregnant, and then akamzisa numbu. He started
Oh,
treating me
shame.
bad, stuff like that. So I ended up thinking maybe Mr. W, since I was a girl child, industry is male dominated. So I started
Mm.
thinking that maybe Mr. W is dating this other guy. You don't
Okay.
choose. You don't choose who you fall in love with.
Okay.
At times, I would even go in the morning and I would manyarara, like say the usual what people do.
Mm-hmm.
Would slap me away and say, "Don't touch me," stuff like that. I remember on his birthday, I bought him a present and a cake, and he didn't even appreciate it. I was like, it's okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Fast forward, I was also on contraception, right? I was
Mm-hmm.
drinking pills. Then I decided to use Depo,
Mm-hmm.
the injection, because I didn't want to have a child at the moment
Okay.
with Ms. Manyara. So I became so stressed in figuring out that he has another child with another baby mama, and he impregnated this child, this young.
Hello. Hello. Let's try a direct call.
The mobile subscriber you've dialed is not reachable. Please try later.
Okay, what's up?
Hey Ruby,
Hey, how are you?
is it my network or you ended the call?
No, it's network.
Okay. So I was saying that moment I bled up to December, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would stop the bleeding using the white cross pills. And if I stopped using them, like I wouldn't bleed again.
Okay.
But those pills were like they made me to lose appetite. I became so thin.
Oh,
And
shame.
I ended up accepting that maybe this guy is not for me. I was depressed. I was end of apping the girl. I was like, start shouting, saying, "Hey," stuff like that. And I was okay. And remember that me the cancer in her cheek, like
You said she had cancer.
using. Sorry,
You said you ended up texting the girl.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Uh, if the network is bad, do you think we can call you on this number using a direct line?
Okay, let me give you.
All right. Okay, you can share the number. All right, we'll take a short break whilst we wait for a direct contact line.
things. Then I saw a message when I touched Brenda. That was in 2023. I saw a message when I touched Brenda's phone. She was like, she wants to live a life that is up there when she can't even afford it. She can't even buy food at home after she's going for photo shoot. I showed my friend. I was like, Tumelo, check. Did I pay any money for my birthday photo shoot? And my friend was like, no. She comforted me. Like I was so hurt. How can you know what I did? I even went to town. I bought her a dress, and when dresses were $5, $5. In I'm a hustling person.
Okay.
I've hustled ever since the age of 15 because I lost my dad 2017, right?
Okay.
I bought a dress for her, and dress for me, and say, it was when King's Call was now, upcoming. I was like, let's go to King's Call. I have $10. We'll buy food, maybe and drinks. And she was like, no, I'm tired. I don't want to go. I was like, okay. So I ended up going for a photo shoot with my friend, and she bought a lunch for $5 at a similar cheese place.
Okay.
Then I'm seeing messages. She was like, yeah, she posted photos. She didn't go with me. Yeah, stuff like that. Then fast forward 2024, my mom was turning 50. This mamana kateni, my eyelashes chinchin. I was like, let's go for a photo shoot. My mom is turning 50. 2024, I was still a student. I wasn't working, so I would budget $10, $10, $5. I bought my mom a cake. I bought her a dress. I bought her shoes. I wanted it to feel special because my mom was shunned and a problem. Hannah had problems. She has been on medication for 25 years.
Oh,
Right?
shame.
So my mom doesn't work. My granny doesn't work, and I sacrificed for my mom, and she was so happy. Photo shoot. Then I'm hearing messages. We went for a photo shoot and they didn't call me. Yeah, what. That was the mangane who died in Brenda speaking. And it's fine, Dakajuona. So like, okay, it's fine. And Moyo and Brenda, they're working together.
So now, what's happening currently? Are you still involved with Moyo?
I know, I'm going there.
Okay.
So, Moyo and Brenda, they are no shandavis. At times, what? I would even confide in Brenda from Manyarara, the guy I dated, and from this other guy, Tetelan, who took my virginity. Tetelan is one guy who hates me so much. Understand I was young. I was only 21. By then I was 21. I would even beg that guy and say, yeah, I love you, yeah. I think he even, Akamiti Savan Wangani, maniac girls. He treated me bad. Fast forward, the Tetelani guy, he stole money from Simbisa. He went to jail for a month. And then he lost his job, he lost everything. I was like, at times, if they say vengeance is for God, vengeance is for God. I forgave that person. All right, we're in 2025. Let me go step by step. So I'm dating this guy, Moyo. They work with Brenda. I was like, it's okay. Then we had an
And
altercation
they are
with
from which
Moyo.
company? The same company?
They work same company.
Okay.
Then we had an altercation with Moyo. I was like, you know what? Your plans will crash. Yeah. I wasn't emotionally okay. Yeah. I hate you. You say you want friends with benefits. Do you see me as a bitch? I'm not a bitch. You're a very bad guy. I hate what you're saying. You want to use me. I regret giving you my body like that. I was so angry, right? Because they say you're now emotionally invested with someone, then they say they want fun situationships like just having sex with you with no relationship. I didn't want that.
Okay.
And then I saw Ndakakanganisant. I really apologize to that guy. I even made the
So,
president.
Wangawa Kanganisa Papi?
I shouted at my boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Moyo. So we had an altercation. Then I sent messages to Brenda and say this guy anon the changing stuff like that. And then she kept quiet. I think after a month we fixed things with Moyo. He really showed that anon did he really showed, Then Brenda would call and say, so have you fixed things? I kept quiet. That's when I started to see red flags. This person. She would call again, have you fixed things here? How can you ask like that? Because I sent her messages when I was shouting at Moyo. She never even retaliated or something. She was happy. We fixed things. Then I even shot the screenshot to Moyo and say, look at what this person is saying. I didn't say it's the Brenda. So I was like, is it someone that I know? This person doesn't want to see me and you together. I was like, it's okay. Then December, fast forward, it's my birthday. He buys me this present. I'm on this up, I status, hey, happy birthday.
Oh, wow.
I love you, chin chin, stuff like that. So, okay, sure. Then, 2026.
Mm.
Ah, seems like this Brenda didn't want me and Brendan. I even called and say, by December, saying this December, this guy no back what kundurora, stuff like that. I
Okay.
was like, wow, you guys are now serious. But wait, don't do that. But you guys are now serious. You know what people in relationships do? You would even post me, Moyo had Brenda's number.
Mm. Yeah.
Lunch. So like he would even post me, I'm a hot dog. Tatan. So like Moyo would post me stuff like that, and Brenda, it didn't sit well with Brenda, cause at times I would call her, tell her, he did this for me, and she'll be like, yeah, okay. I was like, maybe, you know. Ah, then there was this other time she started asking me, like I think it was in February, we would get altercation. I was like, we fixed our things. Then there was this other time, it was in April, and in oh, by the way, okay, we are now in 2026. Mr. W from Becker's in the production manager, he died
Oh, shame.
through a car accident. As
Oh.
courtesy, someone called me from Becker's and they was like, Queen, your tears, they don't fall on plain ground. I saw your tears, right? It was like maybe as if I wished for him to die. As courtesy, I took money from my work and went to Narato for the memorial service. That's how good-hearted I am, right? I never cared could he treated me like this or stuff like that. I went to his memorial service and bid farewell with him. Mr. W was returning 33 this year, I think.
Okay.
And he died. He left a kid and his wife. It was so painful. That's when I saw Kuti in life, no one is above the program. Kuti, in as much as Tichi Rarama paying us,
Yeah.
it's important to treat people well because we don't know. This is not our life. It's God. God has orchestrated for us to be here on earth, right?
Mm.
And this after that thing, when she told me that I'm not Brandon's wife, I stopped telling her things. I think it was the last straw. As Brandon, Moyo updated a girl on his status and he hid from me. So Brenda screenshotted and came to my inbox and said, I told you, hey, this guy, what. I asked my boyfriend, who did you post? And she said, it's my friend. But why did you hide from me? And I was like, I didn't want for this drama to happen. He was speaking sincerely, right? I was like, it's okay. Who's this girl? It's my friend, it's Shanice. It's okay. Then Brenda called and was like, why is it like you hate that he updated a girl? Yeah, this guy is not for you. Yeah, really, I was like, it's okay. Then I even went to speak to, it was this time, and after I updated the girl, things went way haywire, right, with me and Brendan, with the Moyo, let me say Brendan. And so I was so devastated. Fast forward April, I ate Brendan's sister, right? Like, Shaka, I'm really in love with your brother. I love you so much. Let's speak women to women. I don't like what happened. I did this and did this. I started it, but I took out the accountability and apologized. Then, he was a lion. Brandon was not a lion. He came to me and said, I'll deal with it decisively. Why did you talk to my sister? I'll beat you, stuff like that.
And did
You
he
know,
beat you?
no, he didn't.
Okay.
So then Brendan went to tell Brenda that, talk to your sister. She talked to my sister. I don't like that. Hey. Then Brenda came to me. She was like, you, why did you talk to Brendan's sister? Who are you to do that? That's why your prayers won't be heard in heaven. That's why you should first desk yourself and stop being an emotional creature. No wonder you never get married. She says, no wonder you're getting guys with the same character.
Oh, shame.
we are getting guys. Imagine I was telling her, confiding her, Brandon, because I had 3 relationships. Tetelani, I can't say it was because I was young. But in that, I was really grown. I loved that guy, but he disappointed me. Then I gave another person chance, Brandon. I was like, yay, no wonder you're getting guys with the same character. God will never answer your prayers. You should first desk yourself as a human being. Stop victimizing yourself. No wonder Brandon is leaving you. No wonder he updated that other guy. God will never answer your prayers. You never, you'll never get successful in life. That was Brenda, my
Oh,
sister.
shame. And this happened when?
This happened in April,
Oh.
right? Seemed like maybe Brandon is another girl, right? You know how boys are. I was like, Sam, I love you. You are changing. Please don't do this to me. I even begged him, and he was like, "Yeah, what is it that you don't hear? What is it that you don't understand?" I said, "I'm no longer interested in this relationship. Please leave me alone." He shouted and shouted at me, and I became so devastated. But the person that I was confiding in is the same person who told me, no wonder you're getting guys with the same characters. No wonder really you never get married. She was the one who said, I will follow my mother's footsteps. And I'll never get married. Stuff like that.
And are you
But
still together with
no, we're not.
Moya? They are no longer together. Okay.
You know, I got so depressed. I have my best friend Junros. I got so depressed. Like I sent Junros the message. Check what this I said. She was like, I always tell you, honey, leave him. She doesn't like you. Just distance yourself from him. Mama, it's not a message to say. You uchafa uri minyanga, you will never ever, not that I'm desperate for marriage, you will never ever get married, you never get a guy that loves, and God will never answer your prayers. And you when I told you could I used to call them because they could atira mama vangu nezvinje what and she was like, so with the way that you are, I know that you go kuneva and to bring Brandon back. How can you even say that?
Oh, shame. And so, what is stressing you the most now?
What stresses me the most is I haven't healed from losing like 3 family members in a year. I haven't healed. And partly I even haven't healed from how Brandon treated me. In as much as you don't want someone, there's a way to do. You don't have to be rude and stuff.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey, I was like, no one is above the program. God knows at the end of the day. And he was like, hey, God will never do anything to me. Just because I treated you this way and I don't want this relationship, God will never do anything to me.
And so, with regards to your relationship with your sister, what stresses you the most?
The way, okay, it's fine. I know I usually go for prayers at other churches. They told me, this girl, she is a cheat preacher. You know cheat preacher, right?
What is that?
Like she could see people who use mood to separate people. Cheat preacher. You know that, right? She did that between this relationship between Brandon and I.
Oh, so she put it's a superstitious thing.
Okay. Different people
like
even told
black
me.
magic or something.
Exactly.
Okay.
4 different people told me. Even I was on this live, and I'm BT Boutique on my TikTok account. They told me, so. I was like, 4 different people cannot tell me the same thing, right? And it was even prophetesses, ladies, they told me.
Okay.
I was like, it's okay. It's like, then I got devastated. How can a person, someone that you claim is your sister, tell you such words and do you like that? I was so devastated. And I was like, Brandon, what did you tell Brenda? I didn't tell Brenda. Whatever Brenda told you, Nina, and I'm not part of that. He was so rude to me. He was so rude to me. I was so hate. And he was like, yeah, leave Brandon alone. Yeah, I was really so hate,
And so, what some of the things that you are, looking forward to right now? Are you single now, or you're in another relationship?
No, I'm not that type of a person. I'm single.
You are still from Brandon. You have not yet gotten into another relationship.
No, it's been like 4 months or 5 months.
And how has it been? Has it been devastating or has it been a good time? How have you been feeling from the time you sort of like separated from Brendan?
I haven't been okay
You
because
haven't been
okay,
okay,
it's
okay.
fine. I really liked that guy.
Mm.
I stayed 3 months getting at home. It's been 3 months I don't eat at home.
Mm-hmm.
I get home, I sleep. I get home, I sleep. I get home, I sleep. I get home, I sleep.
Shame.
And I was writing my HND exams like in June. I
Mm-hmm.
think it was in June. I'm praying I pass because now in 2 weeks' time I'm graduating for my diploma in food science and technology and
Mm-hmm.
quality control. I'm graduating. So right now, I wasn't really okay because even now, and I go far away from home because I'm trying to raise money for my graduation. I need about like $600, and where I work, I don't get paid such an amount.
Okay.
My mom doesn't work. I stay with my grandmother,
Yes.
and now I'm not like working properly. So
Okay.
I've been devastated. I don't want to lie. I even thought maybe no one will ever love me because like in as much as like you know we are not desperate to be in relationships, but I feel like no one will ever love me like that.
Mm.
And
I'm
then
very
fast forward,
sorry. Mm-hmm.
I have this friend called Panashe. Panashe is that type of a girl who would sleep with any guy, and Akavisa about 8 pregnancies, right? And she even said to me, "Yeah, how do you know that you get pregnant? You've never gotten pregnant. Your mom wants to see you getting married and having another guy." Like
Okay.
she was giving me that pressure. I mean, I stopped talking to her from that day because of that, you know. And fast forward, yeah, she got pregnant for this guy in January. Then now in June, Kaya Kamrora. You know that thing, you get pregnant for a guy on purpose. You know that you are pregnant.
Mm.
And
And
the
how are
guy
you
says,
feeling? How are you feeling about that? She got married. How are you feeling about that
I
yourself?
feel like I'm left behind. Maybe Lami, it's high time I
Mm.
go around sleeping with men. Maybe I'll find one who get who rather me just because I now have now I'm pregnant for each child. I feel like maybe what I'm doing, trusting God, Jeremiah 29 verses 11, for God knows the plans. I feel like what I'm doing is not enough. I'm not. I feel like not that I have peer pressure, but I'm peer pressurized that maybe I'm left behind. Time is moving. I'm 26. I haven't found the right guy. I'm not in a serious relationship. Maybe I'm any guy that comes at me. We should date and have, you know, just do it even if I don't love the guy. You understand?
All right.
That's how I'm
So,
feeling. She made
so
me feel like that.
unfortunately, Queen, I'm so sorry, but we're kind of running out of time. So, but I want to just find out, like, what is really important to you that you want us to weigh in on. So, you spoke about three issues. There is the aspect of losing a lot of family members, and
Mm,
healing from this loss of the relationship with Brandon, and then there's
mm,
also this issue that you also raised, that you feel like you're behind, and marriage is something that is really important to you from what I have been listening to, and that's why it's disturbing what you heard about your cousin, because you value marriage a lot, and you now have this stress that you are left behind, because you are seeing your friends getting married, and you're also starting to doubt God. What is really stressing you? What is of value that you want us to speak into right now?
I just want to heal from everything that happened because it's been months. I do eat like where I'm working, but at home I don't eat. I'm devastated. I have no happiness in me. I'm no longer happy. I
Okay.
find nothing, like I feel like I have nothing to live for. Not that I want to commit suicide. Nothing makes me happy. I don't wake up and say, yeah, I'm happy. I want to do this. I'm in stagnation. My life is. I feel like my life is in stagnation. Nothing is moving right. You
Mm.
understand? I haven't gotten a job. Of course, I'm now have an HAD. I haven't gotten a job. Okay, I'm not that I'm desperate. I'm not in any relationship. I have wicked family members. I have friends, fake friends. I have no one to lean on actually. And
Okay.
I feel like maybe I even wake up every day thinking, what if I die? What if I leave my mother?
Oh,
That is
shame.
hovering over my mind.
All right, so I'll let Rumbi say something, then I will also just say something that can also maybe be helpful. But then I would also love, you said you're in which city?
Sorry?
You're in which city?
I'm in Bulawayo.
in Bulawayo. I would also love to just link you up with someone who you can sit down with, who can also, you can have a chat with about this. But me and Rumbi right now, we are going to just give you a few tips of where you can start. Then Rumbi will give you a contact of someone you can reach out to who is there in Bulawayo that you can have a chat with about some of these issues from a deeper level, because I feel like there's a lot that you've gone through. You've gone through so much, and it will be very helpful to just sit down with someone and so that they can guide you on how to heal from all of the things that you've gone through. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. So I'll let Rumbi start, then I'll just share one or two things from my end.
All right. Thank you, Queen. From what I heard, you have experienced multiple losses in your life. You lost your relatives, your close relatives, and also you are experiencing a heartbreak, I may say. So you are going to see the loss of the loved ones, and even the heartbreak that you are going through, that I may say, it's also a loss. And I understand now how you are now feeling. You are saying, I'm behind. You are seeing your friends, they are now getting married, they are married, and you are now having that pressure. But from this side, I just want to say, Queen, just take your time to heal and to discover yourself. Don't rush things, because the moment that you start rushing things, giving yourself pressure, you are going to experience also maybe other further losses. Because now, from what I heard, you have gone through a lot. You need to give yourself time to heal, not from an angle of that you are behind of giving yourself pressure. But also, I'm also happy for you that you have mentioned that you are going to graduate. You are doing well in terms of developing yourself, so you are not behind. You are doing well. You are developing yourself personally. You are going to school. You are paying your own fees. That's not a bad thing to do. That's a good thing that you are developing yourself, and you'll get there. Just don't rush yourself and take time to go through this the process of grieving. I know that maybe the time you are saying you have been healing from one family member, the other one also you lose the other person, but take your time to heal. And you really need someone to help you in this journey. And I understand what you're going through, and I just want to say, may you just preserve what you have, protect what you have now. Don't continue to experience so many losses in terms of maybe pressuring yourself. Maybe you can also get another heartbreak. So just take your time. Things will happen as which will be, right? So maybe you are giving yourself pressure. I'm behind. I'm 26. When am I going to get married? You will meet a person who is not right for you, and you also experience another loss. You are also in another heartbreak.
Yeah.
Just give yourself time to heal and discover yourself in terms of relationship and in terms of loving yourself. The very first thing that I liked about you are developing yourself. Continue doing that, but the other side, continue also to discover yourself. Who are you? Where am I going?
Yeah.
See yourself in the next 5 years.
And I also just want to add to what Rumbi said. So number one, you see, when you were talking, I saw Queen the queen, the royalty, someone who is really working hard. You said you work hard so that you are a hustler. You said you're a hustler, isn't it? You work hard to make ends meet, to be able to achieve your goals. And so when I was listening to you, I just felt that the queen that is busy, running around, trying to make ends meet, going to look for to look for work. You actually found work, you did your attachment, you achieved that, you're actually graduating. There is this queen that I was listening to, but I just thought that maybe you are not aware of this queen. Because, the way you were talking about this queen and some of the problems that you are saying you are experiencing, I just felt that this queen is the one who can actually get you out of those problems. And I felt there was a disconnect, that at some point you are not seeing yourself. You are also not seeing what you are achieving. You are not seeing your capabilities. You are not seeing your strength. And sometimes you say words like, oh, I'm not desperate, right? Which comes from that strong person. But however, you are also failing to understand that there are two people who are existing here. There is this queen who also yearns to be loved. There is another queen, the queen who yearns for companionship. There is another queen who yearns to, get a job that is stable. And so the strong queen now sometimes overrides what you actually want deep down inside, which is security, which is a good job, which is a stable relationship. So, but I want you to get to know these two people, the strong queen who has been there for you through thick and thin, and then there's this other, queen, the soft queen, the queen that wants to be loved. There's this beautiful queen that is under there. Sometimes that can be overridden by the strong queen. Say, no, we're not desperate. No, if we are yearning for love, we need to acknowledge that, we really yearn for compassion. We really yearn for companionship, so that you're also honest about yourself, so that you see some of the areas that you would love, some of the things that you would love for yourself, and to just be aware of what's happening, right? So the first place I want to start with is for you to cultivate a relationship with yourself, to look at everything that you've gone through. If you've got a diary, being able to write down. I saw that you are a very good writer, when you were typing all those issues. Take a journal, try to type everything that you've gone through. See the queen who is presenting in those issues, the queen who is very strong, and also the other queen who wants to be loved, and then the second part is to build a good relationship with yourself. Before we even try to get love from others, before we even try to get security from others, we want to love ourselves first. When you spoke about, you said, Tetelani, I think it was Tetelani, or it was Moyo, who you said, I don't want to be friends with benefits. You told him, and you put a boundary. But then you then went back and you said, you apologized for putting that boundary. But you knew, the small queen that was inside of you said, no, this person is taking me for granted. This is not the love that I want. This is not the love that feels right for me. And you created a boundary, you told them. But then there was another side of you that also said, no, but you know what? We want to be loved. What if this is the only person who can love me? And now you did not want to lose this person. That's why you then went back and you broke that boundary. But guess what? When you do that, it violates your relationship with yourself. Because when you were creating that boundary, you were trying to protect yourself from this person who you knew he did not have your best interest at heart. So you told yourself that we are going to create a boundary because we are worth more than this relationship. We matter, we deserve better, right? And when you now betray, yourself, and you open yourself up to some of these things, you accept things that you know you are not worth, they are not worth you, right? Then you sacrifice that relationship that you have with yourself. So I want to say, first of all, love yourself so that you can honor yourself When you look at yourself, you are proud of yourself and you protect yourself. You create boundaries. Not just any man should have access to you because you are worth a lot, right? And then guess what? Guess what? When you start loving yourself, when you create a good relationship with yourself and you have joy, just finding things that you love to do on your own. If you can take yourself out for the movies, whatever you wanted to do with that guy, do it with yourself. If you are going to take yourself out for the movies, for the photo shoots that you were talking about, everything for yourself, right? If you are putting on lashes for yourself, you look good in the mirror and you feel that, oh, I love myself. This is the queen, right? Guess what? When you are happy, happiness is attractive. Happiness and confidence are attractive. You attract the right person to you. And guess what? Your relationship with yourself goes above. There is a spiritual side of having a good relationship with yourself. No matter what these people go and do juju and whatever they go do, they cannot steal your happiness from you. And guess what? Because you have that happiness, it's attractive. It will automatically attract someone who wants to be a part of that relationship. And you will realize that you have so many people to pick from because everyone wants to be part of a good thing. I want to be part of someone who has a positive vibe, a good relationship with themselves, and who can stick to that relationship with themselves and who has boundaries and is confident about themselves. So I say, first of all, work on your relationship with yourself, and guess what? That relationship will then attract a good relationship with others, and it will also attract good people around you, and I believe that is what will work. And then in terms of losing family, like what Rumbi said, just be patient with yourself and allow yourself to heal, to grieve from the losses. But I also want to just talk about what your cousin said. Your cousin spoke about victim mindset. So victim mindset is just thinking that you have no control and someone else is controlling yourself. Like what you said, you then think, oh, I can't get married because someone else did this to me. Oh, I can't achieve this because someone else did this to me. That is victim mindset. You are saying there's someone else who has a higher power over how your life is going to be. So I'm just saying to you, go back on the driver's seat of your life and start doing the things that you like, but begin with yourself. And understand that just the same way that you showed up for yourself when you did that degree and you were running around to find money for you to pay fees, you can still do that for all of the goals that you have for your life. And don't feel pressured that someone else fell pregnant and was able to get married. No. First of all, be married to yourself and be happy with yourself. Then do not worry, I tell you, that is going to attract the type of person that you want to be married to. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, so Rombi is going to send to you, later on she's going to send to you a contact that you can engage with so that you sit down with someone who can be able to listen to you and to guide you, especially through the process of healing for the grief of all the family members that you lost, and then also just building a relationship with yourself, okay?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope our advice was very helpful to you, but we'll continue to support you. We'll link you up with someone who can then further support you. Enjoy the rest of your day, Queen.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. We'll take a short break. Then we'll be back for our next issue.
quickly and be comfortable in your language. Maybe, what language are you comfortable using?
I'm comfortable using both English and Shona.
All right, it's fine.
Maybe I
So,
can mix here.
all right, it's fine. So, just for confidentiality and for safety of this conversation, just try to use nicknames and avoid specific names.
Mm-hmm.
All
Okay.
right, all right, it's fine. Thank you. We are listening to your story.
Okay, so I'll tell you the first one.
All right, you have two of them.
Yeah.
All right, it's
So
fine.
I was married like for 14 years
Mm-hmm.
uh, to a very abusive man. Like, the kind of guy who would beat me for any small thing. So uh, I was used to his beating actually because I thought it was okay. Kuti unonorohwa handisika then hauna pawakuvara unotomuka uchitoita vanhu vamuka sei vamwe vanhu vasatokuziva kuti wakarohwa.
Oh, shame.
So pakazoita time yakandirova zvekuti akandikuvadza zvekuti ndakaita close to 2 weeks I think ndisinganyatsokugona kuona zvakanaka ndisingasvinuri ndichitodirectwa kuti if I'm going to the toilet ndikuda munhu ari kunditungamirira because ndandisingaoni ndeti ndikavhura maziso nasingakwanisi kutarisana nezuva chairo nasingakwanisi kana kutarisana nelight repafoni kana malights aya ekuti motikari kana dzichifamba zviye zviya manheru aiva asingatarisiki ndaita kunge munhu ari kubayiwa netsono so mumaziso each time anaida kungotarisa chinhu chese chine chikaita chiedza.
Shame.
So ipapo ndopandakazoita give up ndikati hakuna munhu anoda munhu anongova munhu anovira akadai. So I decided kuti pandakangoita zviri nani nditsvage basa even as a housemaid, not nekuti ndaida mari but at that time ndaingoda pekugara ishelter zvekudya nekuziva kuti ndine peace of mind ndiri safe. So nyaya yakaita kuti ndirohwe ipapo yanga iri nyaya yekuti akambenge asungwa nemune mafraud charges saka ndaitomhanya mhanyo ndichiita zvandaita because ndaita zvemasausages zveodha masausages ndichitengesa.
Okay.
Saka ndaitomhanya mhanyo kuti abudewo ndichienda ndichinomuona ndichiita sei. So ndakazoti abuda musi waakazonzi asunungurwa kubva kurimandi paakanga ari takatoenda kumba tichifara zvakanaka and then the next day ndaangobuda achienda kubhawa zvoma7 aenda ikoko handizivi kuti maybe nyaya dzakataurwa ikoko here kana kuti chii. Akangodzoka achibva anditi ndichingomubvunga dho zvikanzi mweya wangu wati undipe foni yako ndimbogara nayo kusvika pandinoda. Pandakamuti munoona kuti inini basa randiri kuita mari idzodzo ndakadzitora kumukaunti dzine dzifanira kudzokera nemainterest nei saka ndikakupai foni yangu kuti munozondidzosera pamunoda hazvishande because ndo yandinoshandisa pakumaketa bhizinesi rangu. Ndazvinoida kuti bhizinesi rifambe kuti ndikwanise kudzosera mari dzandii ndakakupereka kune kando. Zvikanzi shamwari kutoramba ikokuzvoratidza kuti pane zvaunenge uchitoita pane zvaunenge uchiviga unenge uchiita zvemaboyfriends unenge uchiita sei kwaatotanga kundirova paipo. Akandirova zvekundikuvadza zvekuti ndakaita mazuva ndisingakwanisi kudya kana sadza kana anything chiri solid ndaitonwa mahewu tuye tunotengeswa masachets edu.
So akarova because you had given him the phone kana kuti it was because you had refused?
Apa ndairoverwa kunzi uri kurambirei kundipa zvemazuva ini ndakanga ndamuti kana muchida foni yangu paine zvamuri kuda kuona torai mutarise zvamuda kuona nyangwe mukaita 1 hour nyangwe mukaita 2 hours nyangwe mukasvika kuseni but ini ndenge ndichida foni yangu kuseni because ndenge ndichida kuita zvebasa.
Okay.
Saka izvozvo manje zvanzi izvozvo ndozvoratidza kuti pane zvaunenge uchiita unenge uchiita zvemaboyfriend. Saka ndozvandakanga ndichiroverwa izvozvo nezvibhakera nemabhutsu kunyanya maziso ndo aaida musiove haingova zvisingaite mumaziso funga ndosaka ndakaita time ndisinganyatsokuona zvakanaka. saka ndagara ikoko ndachigarei pandakaita zviri nani ndopandakafunga zvekutsvaga basa handina hangu kuita more than 2 weeks ndinaye pfungwa dzangu dzakanga dzatondudza kuti zviri nani ndisuduruke because ndaifunga kuti kana akazodarika paaiva asvika ndaigona kuzokuvara zvakadarikidza kana kutoremadzwa chaiko. Saka ndakabva ndatsvaga basa with the hope of my sisters ndobva ndawana basa remumba ndokubva ndaenda kubasa kuyako. Saka iye akazoona nekusadzoka kumaofu because naasingadzoki ndobva atanga kufona achindineka sei usiri kudzoka kumba chichichi yokuzvifambisa sei mhandomuudza kuti inini kutobva kwandakaita paipai handichadzoka because musi wandakati ndaakuenda kubasa wachona akatombodawo ndipopotera zvipangwadawo ndirova futi kuti iwewe wawirirana nani tokuenda kubasa ikoko matomuudza kuti inini chizvinei zvandichaita zvinhu zvekuwirirana nemumwe munhu ndaakuita zvanhu zviri kuda mwoyo wangu zvaizvizvi ndinoda kuenda kubasa anditokuenda kubasa ikoko usadzoke pano ndikati handidzoki kana kabva nangotobuda ndobva ndaenda kubasa ndobva ndamusiya akabva asara futi aine vana. Saka izvozvo before that pandakatanga kunyatsoona pane musi wandakamuka bo zvainditambudzwa asi murume uyu marovero andiita anyatsondiroverei chaizvo so ndakamuka huri usiku funga zvekuma2 ndataimira foni yake inge iri pachaji ndaifunga kuti kana paine zvaakandirovera zvinogona kuti vana kuri mafriends ake pamwe maconversation avanenge vachitaura kana katora foni yake ndobva ndatoitarisa chitsvaga mameseji mandaona whatsapp yake yakaexpire mandatojusa whatsapp yake vandadzosera date kumashure because ndaida kuona chiti kuti nyaya ndakaroverwa ndii saka ndobva ndachitanga kuzvitsvaga handina kuona nyaya chaiyo asi nyaya ndakasangana yekuti murume anga aine girlfriend yaive yaenda kusouth yaisina mazoenda saka aida kutevera aitotaura kuti andoteera end of October tanga paNovember saka ndakazongofunga kuti bebe kamwe aida kuti andikuvadza here kuti ndinozongosara ndakamirira iye kana kuti aida mutama vanga andizive kuti yatenge inyatsoi saka chakazongondinetsa apa nyaya yekuti saziya chete kuti zvaizvezvizvi netaipi yebasa randinoita izvezvi ndiri stay in housemaid pavana apa ndo pane pachindiremera kozviya akabva aramba ainavo saka anoti kana ukavatora ndichavaendesa kuchikoro ofuichini azoziva kuti salary yandinowana ndikwanise kuzobhadharira maschool fees.
All right. And but relationship yake nevana yakamira sei?
Saka ndomamirira akaita nyaya yachona.
All right. Iye relationship yake nevana yakamira sei?
Iye andinonyatsonzwa.
Relationship yake nevana ane relationship yakanaka here nevana?
Zvakamboitika kuti asi munhu ari right zvake zvokuti anogara nevana munhu angori abusive like ini ndatobva ivoko izvezvizvi ndakazombofonerwa kuchikoro kwemumwe mwana ofuchiye paanotoshanda pachikoro ipapo ndichinzi tashaya kuti tomusungisa sei because istafu yedu mwana uyu achita kuzviva gumbo akarova firstborn mwana wedu mukomana firstborn yedu auya achita kuzviva gumbo akakuvadzwa zvisingaite saka isusu sestafu yepachikoro tatoshaya kuti tinomusungisa sei saka nyaya taakuisa mumaoko enyu saamai vemwana kuti muone kuti nyaya ingafambiswe sei because kuti mwana uyu atorapwa zvaari zvachona tikutoona kuti pane pachizodiwa police report chichi but isusu kuti musungise sestafu zviri kutotiremera because istafu yedu yepapo.
So do you think the kids are safe there?
I don't think the kids are safe there, especially mukomana muhombe because nyaya inenge ichinetsa ndeyekuti sepapa akarohwa akanditi inini nyaya akaroverwa inyaya yekuti vava vachitaura kuti mai venyu ihure wati zvezvi zvatoone mumwe murume vanotori nenhumbu hameno zvavaingoudzwa saka mukomana uyu akati rega ndipindure baba kuti musapote muchitiudza ndikumbira kuti musapote muchitiudzawo nyaya dzenyu namama.
Saka izvezvizvi he's not married, he's just with the kids.
Manzwira ndakaita izvezvizvi haasi married nyaya dzandichingonzwa ndedzekuti anongoitawo vasikana vaye vekuti auya 2 days aenda achingochinjanisa achingodaro aripo pamba ipapo.
Ko vana ava vane makore mangani?
Tine vana 3 vakomana 2 nemusikana 1.
Vane maeji akaita sei?
Mati?
Makore avo akamira sei?
handisi kunyatsonzwa ndingaiti
makore
alright
makore
okay
yeah.
makore mukomana muhombe firstborn yedu akasvitsa 16 years then musikana akasvitsa 13 then mukomana mudiki akasvitsa 8 gore rinei
8 years vese vari kuenda kuchikoro.
vese vanoenda kuchikoro.
Alright. And apa pavanogara vanogara pachikoro here kana kuti mune imba yamunogara kana kuti vanorenta?
Panotori neimba yatinogara takasiya, pane dzimba 2 dzatakasiya tavaka tese ipapo. Saka imwe yachona ine malonje then imwe yachona ndo yaanogara. Kuchikoro anoita zvekuenda because ndiye anochengeta pachikoro pachona saka anonorara ikoko usiku.
Alright. Saka hakubhadharwe rent, imba ndeyenyu mese muri 2?
Yeah, imba tongoti
Makavaka?
tese kana kuti ndeyake because ndiye aapo.
Alright.
Handisakwanisa kuenda pa, hadi kana kuona hama dzangu ipapo.
Alright.
Ndiyo vakambodarika nemboka akatuka muri kudei pano mwanonyasipo pano vati vadarike vachidongorera vanhu.
Alright. And izvi zvekuti mwana akarohwa zvekuti ainge achizviva gumbo zvakaitika rini?
Zvekuti chi?
Mwana akarohwa.
Kurohwa kwangu.
Kumwana paakarohwa zvekuzviva gumbo.
Izvi zvatoo zvelast year.
Ndezve last year.
Towards December changoziya kumadhetsi acho
Alright. And iko zvino vari sei vana vari kuramba vachirohwa here? What's the situation?
Vana vanoratidzawo kuti vari nani but vane nguva zhinji yekunetsekana nenhau yekuti kana ndikada kufonerana navo havakwanisi kutaura neni ivo baba vacho vachizviziva, vakazviziva itori mhosva. Zvekuti pamwe pacho ndikataura navo ndoita semwe nditaura navo zvechitsotsi zvezvekuti unotonzwa vachiti vakuya kata iwe kata foni. Havabvumidzwi kutaura neni, itori mhosva yavanenge vatopara vakataura neni kune kwatotanga noisi.
Alright.
Especially mukomana muhombe ndo anonyanya kuzwa mbisi.
Alright. And then mati mune situation. I'm very sorry to hear that you you are going through such a difficult time, especially iri situation yekuti some of the things that you want to do zvinenge zvisiri out of your control zvinototipa stress nekuti in as much as you want to be with the kids pane nyaya yesafety futi for yourself, and also there's that aspect yekuti makadzingwa so machoices anobva aita unge aita limited. So we will discuss that, then you can share your second issue.
Okay, so my second issue is ndabva pamba apapawo semunhu wenyama mazuva ano omwe munhu wandakawirirana naye munhu yanga achindibata zvakanaka.
Okay.
So atatiwirirana zvisingaiti I think for a year and 7 months. Relationship handingati yaparara iripo because anotondifonera ndonditsvaga toona kutoswera naye. Dambudziko raitika nderekuti ndakaitwa imwe friend yandakasangana nayo pafacebook ndisati ndaziva iye munhu wandifambidzana naye izvi.
Okay.
So munhu uyu munhu wandakanga ndichiziva madhezi andatanga kushanda paipa ndakati ndakandotsvaga basa ipo ndakatanga kutozivana naye but anombobvira ataura zverudo neni anga angoriwo munhu ndokuti aingoti uri sei unoita nezvei chichi. Saka kuwirirana kwandakaita naye akanditumira friend request ndichibva ndaiaccepta because handichaisa hangu zita rake ndaiona kuti anga akanzi Dr. something. Saka nekuda kwekakosi kana akamboitwa kenesaid I thought kuti maybe madoctors ndo vanoziva kuti mabasa anowanika sei. Saka pfungwa dzangu dzaive dzebasa maybe vane surgery maybe vane chii vanongonondiwanisawo chi basa. Saka ndokuwirirana kwandakaita naye. Pawazondikumbira nhamba takutaura kuWhatsApp ndakazoziva kuti udokta hwavo hausi asi munhu wese anonzi dokta anenge achishanda kuchipatara wauriwe zvimwewo zvine chekuitawo nebhora nene. So nyaya yazonetsa ndeyekuti munhu uyu ndakatopedzera ndisisataure naye. I think ndakataura naye 2024 kunana September kuchitanga kushanda kwandaishanda. Then 2025 ndopandakasangana nerelationship iyi yandanda nayo ndakaiwana I think zvekunana February January February chanyatsoziva. Saka uyu handina kuzomboramba ndichitaura naye such that nekuzochinjawo kwemafoni nei handina kuzomboziva kuti kana nhamba dzake kana chii ndakatenge ndisisina. saka sometime this year mana 3 June mai manjapa June watamba ndopa akatanga kundifonera akandifonera neWhatsApp handida kutoziva kuti ndiani ndobva atonditi right here uchiri kushanda here kuya kuya saka risei basa chichi mandoona kuti munhu zvaari kundibvunza munhu anyatsondiziva ndikamubvunza kuti ndiani ndokunoita kudadira munhu wekuziva chirega ndiite sei since namba dzafona nadzo kuWhatsApp dzachona dziri dzebhadhi ndozotraya kurequesta neiko keshi toziva kuti ndiani so ndozvandakaita ndokurequesta ndobva ndaona kuti ndidokta vairo ndatongosevha hangu namba dzavo so after that vava kutaura kuti ndikuona mastatus akuonesa paWhatsApp zinomboisa side hustle remasausage inini ndakabva kuUK manje ndine munhu wandanga ndakaronga kuita business naye but andirasisa but ndikuona kunge business rako rine musoro since iwe uine skill ndaida kuhaya for your skill then ndofanda zvese zvine zvidiwa tovhura kambani tonowirirana kuti tikushayana mashares mangani iwe woita patona wekambani nini woita bring in skill nchikubatsirawo pamari apapo towirirana kuti tichiwana tichishare maprofits sei so I thought it was a good idea but then ndaifanira kunge ndakaudzwa kuti munhu wangu handinaye wacho naizvizvi so ndaingoti pese panida kumuudza so nyangu yairova ndaingoona kunge anozondibvunza zvibvunzo zvakawanda wanda anogona kusazvinzwisa akatongofunga futi kuti pamwe munhu isikandaiti ndichawana away zongoverengerwa ndichaona kuti ndomuudza sei so zvakazoita ndezvekuti musi wa10 June munhu yakazofona tiri tese nemunhu wangu wandiri kutaura uyu uyo anozozvinzwisisa saka paakafona problem yaitika ndeyekuti ndakakata foni kuti mumwe wangu handinaye munhu anoda kuudzwa zvinhu zvese kuti ndakumbobuda nawo ndotenga mavheji ndakumbonogeza ndakudai nyange asipo ndinongomuisira meseji ndakudai ndakuenda anoda kuziva kuti ndiri papi every time so ini inyaya ndasina kutokuitawo nditi saka paakafona uyu ndakangopanika ndobva ndatokata ndatoti yakata vati ndiani ndatonyepa hanzvadzi yangu saka ini handa kuziva kuti kukata kwandaita foni iye azviona kuti foni yaita sei yakatwa but aiwa ini handa kuzvinzwisisa foni ikai kana kuti hanzvadzi yako mufonere saka ofuichi anoziva mazita ehanzvadzi dzangu ini ndokubva ndatsvaya kufona ndabva ndafona namba dzeshamwari yangu iyayi ndatotanga kutaura naye mba kutaura nyaya dzebhizinesi idzodzo uyu mba atonti aiwa kata futi foni mba atoikata iye unzi handa kuzvinzwisisa uyu asiri hanzvadzi yako munhu wafonerawo munhu yakatonzi dokta haasiri saka iwewe nyatsondoudza kuti chichi kuitika so pandakatraya kutanga kuexplaina kuti ini handizivi kuti chiyasana yangu yange ichingoti pese pandoda kutaura nyaya iyi munhu ari kuti ada kutibatsira so pabhizinesi since ndichita zvemasosages munhu ndakamuziva so saka akatotsamwa akati inini handichazvinzwisisi uziri munhu wandanditrasta pazvinhu zvese ufuichiwo masoseji ako iwaya ungochitotiwo katikashotorwa $50 ndachoti $100 nachitokuwedzera saka pamwe wakutsvaga vamwe vanhu vane mari dzakawanda severeke vanokwanisa kuita zvinhu zvihombe vanozodii saka I think you should give this guy a chance kati handina chance yandokwanisa kumupa bhozi asi munhu anondida ende ini nyange dai akadonza anondida ini handiite handimude inge ndingori nawo yekuti ndachimbofunga kuti ndichakuudzai ndonzwa kuti inini munenge muchizoita munenge muchizozvida here kana kuti mune musingazvide towirirana zvatisina ndandichaita nemi ndandichazowirirana nayo ndoona kuti tichazvifambisa sei vatadza kutozvinzwisisa paya ndokubva atondisiya akati nyaya inonetsa inini ega ndimbonofunga so ndiye munhu anga achitotiwo nandichienda kuofu anga akanditsvagirawo pekugara ndiye anobhadhara marenzi ndiye anobhadhara mabills ese ndiye andonditengera chikafu anditi so akabva ati ndakumboenda ndobva atoenda tikakuzotraya kutaura naye kumuita masorisori ese papachinetsa kunzwisisa zvekuti zvinhu vese apera pasina nyaya but achitoti akambombofona kuti tokuuya nekumaraini kwauriko buda ndikukuona totobuda pamwe utonditi gadzirira ndikuya ndichikutora totobuda naye totoswera tese achingotaurawo dzimwe nyaya dziri general kuti wange tingori mafriends pakumuti sori pakuedza kutaura naye nzi ino nyaya handisi kuinzwisisa because ndoda kutomboti ndimbokliya musoro wangu bhozi handisi kunzwisisa zvakaitika izvi handisi kutomboziva kana kazombomuti ini ndafunga kuti nditsuduruke ndipe ndaida kunzwa kuti anoti chii pane ndaitomuti pane pandawana basa riri nani panzi kune accommodation nepekugara nini abva atonditi kana iwo kuona kuti ini ndikukunonokera pakliya musoro wangu enda hako kana uchida kuenda asi ndachida ndingokliyawo musoro wangu pane zvakaitika bhozi ndasinawo zvitariro saka ndobva ndasiyana nazvo ndaramba ndiripo. Vanotomiti manje kana iwewo uchitsamwa nguva yakareba kudai uchipota uchigumira kunze kwegedhi, ndikapererwa nezvinhu zvichandiremerwa ndikuudza kuti handisisina chakati, kana kuti mwedzi wapera paakudiwa renti, akati aiwa tondwari renti ndinobhadhara, zvaunenge uchida unondiudza, asi chizveshuwa ndotomuudzawo zvinhu zvakamira kudai toita. Saka apa panyaya iyi manje chine chindinetsa ndechekuti zvafa neizvezvizvi. Akazombouya ndofunga after about 5 weeks nyaya yaitika, akatombouya akatopinda mumba musi uyu akatorara kumba, and then the next day akazenga kuti akane meseji akandiisira naasina kuinclude hangu pandataipapa, akundibvunza kuti am I safe kurara kwandaita kumba kwako. Ndotomubvunza kuti zvinorevei, because zvakunetsa, I cannot trust you stereki because wakatinyepera chichima. Tomuti no problem, inini kana uri kuti are you safe, are you meaning to say kuti inini ndine mumwe munhu wandingadaro ndine zvandiri kuita naye, because inini nguva yese nekutanga kwese kwawakaita ndandakangomirirawo iwewo kuti uchauya nditi, but kana uchifunga kuti iwewo hausi safe, I think inini newe togona kuita run mablood test tobva tazwe sure it's okay, because nandichifunga kuti tiite rewrite our script, but nandichifunga kuti yashuwa matests anenge ari right. Saka kubva ipapo funga pana about 2 to 3 weeks anongouya futi achigumira kunze kwegedhi, anenge ari busy kana kuti anoyonditora kana ndiripo, kuswera zvedu tese tichotaura nyaya chitofara, mahagiwo makisses, yes, izvi zvaakuita zvidaro, but ndee chida kunzwisa bo sometimes zinomboita confusion kuti munhu uyu nyaya ichazonyatsopera here, kana kuti zvicharamba zviripo, kana kuti itaipi yemunhu yasingaregereri here, kana kuti pamwe ndiri kumumhanyira here, ndoramba ndichimupa mukana here wekuti bhozi ndiye ndichimudowo kuti tinge tichifamba mafambiro ataita, of which nyaya yaakatarisa ika iye ari kufunga kuti ndakamuchiita ike, because yanga iri sori yekungoti ndakanyepa, ndaifunga kuti angadai akatondiregerera. Saka ipapapa ndo pangu pane pachindinetsa kuti munhu tichiri pamwe chete here, ndobva ndambofunga kuti since achibhadhara mabills achitenga chikafu pamwe anondida here, because haachisiri zvafanira kugonomikira message good morning honey, good night sweetheart, iye anodaira zvake, but madairiro acho anenge ari cold, ingori good morning. Kazhinji ndinotoinchita mumaconversation wayo, sometimes ndomboita kakurara such that ndoti nhasi handisi kumhoresa, nda kuona kuti anonditsvaga here, ndinozoona time aisa phone call achindiudza ndazodai nhasi ndikadai saka uri sei, although hapana hapo masweetheart mawatwat. Saka zvine zvindinetsa kuti ritese here nemunhu uyu kana kuti zvichazonyatsofamba here.
Okay.
So that's the second issue yandinayo zvaizvizvi.
All right. And thank you so much for trusting us with your story. I will let Rumbi go first, then I will also just summarize some of the recommendations that I think we could look at in terms of kuti tingaite sei kuti tinavigate ma-challenges atinawo.
I wanted you to go first, but I will. I think I will touch on your first issue, then I'll leave the rest to Regina. The first issue that I want to talk about is the issue of the kids and their safety. You said vana vanorohwa, pane mumwe akatomboenda kuchikoro akakuwara achizviva gumbo. Saka inini ndo pane issue yangu kuti is there anything that you are thinking or that you can do so that the kids will be at a safer place? Because now you cannot be happy uchinyatsoziva kuti vana vako havasi safe kwavari ende zvinhu hazvisi kuvafambira. So
Yes.
ndo yandikuda kuti titaure nezvayo kuti what are you thinking about the kids and their safety?
Inini was thinking kuti dai ndaigona kuwana like kana basa rekuti ndinokwanisa kuenda ndichidzoka ndaivatora, even though baba vachona vakanzi havasi kuda havo kubhadhara na school fees yacho, oro dai zvaigoneka kuti ndaigona kuvatora vana ava nditi, and then baba vachona vobvumawo kutumira mari, yekuti vana vaende kuchikoro. It was better. Ndaigona kutsvagawo zvimwewo zvekuitawo zvekuti ndinge ndiinavo. But manje concern yangu ndeyekuti vana ava ndinge ndichida kuti vaende kuchikoro, especially mukomana wandikutaura nezvake uyu anogona chikoro zvisingaiti. Saka ndichiona kuti anenge achitoaffectika nezvinenge zvichiitika.
All right.
Ndengekuti
All right,
ndaiwana
just help me understand. Makatosiyana zviri officially zvekutoti nababa ava zvekuti hamusisiri mese.
sisiri tese zvekutopanana gupuro, zvekutomupa gupuro, ndakatoenda ndikamupa gupuro.
All right.
Zvinotozikanwa nehama dzake.
All right. Ndanzwa muchitaura kuti dei baba vacho vaizondibatsira kuti tichengete vana maigona kuita plan yekugara navo.
Ndaita plan.
All right. I just want you to think maybe inini ndoda kunyanyobata nyaya yekutanga maybe taking the kids because safety yevana ukaona munhu achimbotombokuwadzwa handitika zviri pachena zviri kuoneka the next time munogona kuzoregreta kuti dei ndakaziva ndakaita sei ndakatora vana. Zvinoita here kuti mombotsvaga maybe a way yekuti motaurirana motora vana, then you settle maybe for nzira dzekuti vana mubatsirwe kuita sei kuchengetedza vana muchinzwanana o kana mukasanzwanana munogona kuenda way ye-maintenance so that vana varambe vachichengetwa asi vari muri environment iri safe, because vana ava considering their ages, they are below the age of 18. They still need the care of the mother as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, ipapo muri naita zvichifana.
So ndoda kuti mombofunga nenzira iyoyo kuti munhu zvinokwanisika here zvekuti moronga motaurirana kuti yes, I understand he's bitter because mambotaura kuti pane hama yenyu yakaenda neikoko vakatukwa handitika and vakati mimi hamusi kualawiwa kuva muri ipapo, but I just want you to find a way isiri violent, iri very nice yekuti munotaurirana moona kuti motora vana kana somewhere kwamunogona kuti vagare kwavari safe, kana kuri kuhama dzenyu kana kuri kuvanhu vamunoziva o imi mukugara navo motsvaga basa rinokutenderai kuti mugare navo asi mataisa safety yevana pamberi, because I don't think the kids vari safe. Vanotokura vatori traumatized, achiona mumwe wake achirohwa, aimboona mai vake vachirohwa, zvine zvakawanda zvinogona kuvakanganisa pautano hwavo hwepfungwa. So just to try to find a way, because ndanzwa also muchitaura kuti munototaura zvekubiridzira nevana kuti vakuya chikatai. That's not also a safe space for you and the kids, because sometimes you need to talk to the kids, you need to know zviri kuitika kwavari also as their mother. Izvozvozvo zvinogona kukukanganisai your present life yenyu, kuti yes matomuvha oni makutaura kuti maamune imwe relationship also, but pfungwa dzichiri kupi kumashure, kuti I'm just thinking kuti unogona kusatova happy present relationship ndekungofunga kuti vana maybe arohwa havana kudya, hauchagone kufara the present life, because you are thinking also about zvinhu zvakaimboitika past or zvichiri kuitika pane issue dzimwe dziri unresolved. But also I liked the fact that you have a side hustle of sausages that you are doing, just continue doing that. Zvigokubatsirai pakuwana income even vana vakauya, or even to take care of the kids. Neplani yamuchaita kuti vana venyu vagova safe. Ikako ka-extra income kemasausage kakaita se kanokubatsirai kuti zvinhu zvenyu zviite sei zvifambe zvakanaka. Yes.
Yeah, and I'll just also add on pane zvataurwa naRumbi. I'm very sorry for what you have experienced. Hapana chinhu chinorwadza sekurohwa like zvamataura izvozvo. It can be very traumatizing. And mukaona ma-issues amaka experience mu-relationship yenyu, like ma-challenges amapresenta izvozvi, ndinoona sokuti zvimwe zvacho zvine ma-roots kubva mu-relationship iyi. Saka ndichazvi-unpacka izvozvo, but ndoda kumbotanga ndataura nyaya dzevana. Ndoda kungoisa my own recommendation pane zvataurwa naRumbi. Inini which mune religious belief system, munoenda kuchechi kana kuti which belief system do you believe in spiritually?
Yeah, inini kuchechi ndinoenda.
You are a Christian?
Ini kuchechi ndinoenda.
All right. Muri kunyazondinzwa?
Ndikunzwa.
All right. So mati you are a Christian anditi? Muri mu Christian?
Kuche? Apa ndisifunya kufunza.
Muri mu Christian? You are a Christian?
Yes, I am a Christian.
All right. So just let me know mukasanzwa zvandokutaura so that maybe ndogona kudhonza mic yaRumbi. Makundinzwa?
Ndikunzwa.
All right, let me know mukangotadza kundinzwa. All right, so chekutanga ndafarira kuti pamaka experience zvamaka experience makafila kuti inini I need shelter. I need to get out of this toxic environment ndarohwa, right? And then mukabva matsvaga inini security neshelter ndizvozvo. Pamakabva mukatsvaga basa remumba kuti mukwanise kuwana shelter nesecurity from this guy.
Yes.
Anditika. So ipapo makarecognize kuti hazvisisiri safe kuti murambe muri environment iyoyo, nekuti mabva mataura mimi kuti ndabva ndaona kuti zvinogona kutozoita worse in terms of next time pamunozorohwa ndizvozvo ka. Hello, mukundinzwa?
Hello? Yeah, ndakunzwa. Amene zviri kumboita network yacho iri kuita iri kumbokata kuno.
All right. So yeah, and now kana takutaura nyaya yevana now. Vana, just like imimi, mune kodzero dzenyu. Ende imwe kodzero yamuinayo ndeyekuti chero mako space yeshelter, nyangwe mamo space yesecurity, mune kodzero dzenyu dzekuti muchengetedzwe nemutemo wenyika. Unofanira kukuchengetedzai so that mukwanise kugadzikana zvakanaka chero kwamunenge muri. So kuenda kunoripota kumapurisa zvinenge zvakanaka kuti patange kuita yatinoti body of evidence yekuti ndo ma-experiences amuri kuita nemunhu anenge achikuabusai. Zvakanakirei? Zvakanakira kuti kana tichidhila nemasituations tinogona kutarisa side rangu inini kuti ndindarohwa nditi ndobva ndazvibuditsa musituation ndobva ndaenda paside. Asi chinonetsa ndechekuti munhu arova anotodawo kutobatsirwawo. Saka isusu tinofunga kuti maybe tiri kuita favor kuti regai tiprotecte munhu because ndiye breadwinner, ndiye ari kuchengetedza vana or something like that. Handiti tinofunga kuti tiri kuitira munhu favor nekusamuripotera, but munhu uyu anenge achitoda kutobatsirwa because next thing anopinda mujeri for life in prison because anenge atadza kumanage ma-emotions ake atozouraya munhu. So tuita sekuti dzimwe nguva inini since ndabuda musituation then hazvisisina basa. No, kutonoripota ikoko kunoita kuti tipe like vanhu vane vemutemo wenyika tinovapawo simba rekuti vasapote munhu uyu. vaite show up muupenyu hwake, kana akanzi ari kuenda kucounseling, kutherapy, kurehab, whatever, kana akanzi ari kumbovharirwa, zvinenge zviri right. So kuti anenge achitoda yatinoti rehabilitation. Patinoona majeri ayai tinokuona sekuti vanhu vari kunyanya kudzvanyirirwa, but aiwa, it's a rehabilitation process yekuti munhu aone time yekureflecta nekudzidza zvakanaka nemagariro akanaka evanhu ozobuda musociety. Saka zvinobatsira, so you find kuti zvinobatsira kuti tiprotecte iye munhu iyeye nevamwe vanhu vanogona kuzoaffectwa nemunhu iyeye. Saka tikuona kuti panyaya iyi, because hatina kukwanisa kuripota kumapurisa, takaexposa vana to the same situation, and also iye haasati abatsirikana nhasi. Handiti saka tinofunga hedu kuti vana vari safe because baba vari kuprotecta vana, but you find kuti it's just a matter of time, as long as asati agadziriska iye asina kuwana intervention, vana vari at risk of not having a provider anytime soon, because akangopinda mubhawa akatadza kuregulata ma-emotions ake zvaanofanira kuita, akarova munhu, anogona kuuraya munhu, anogona kuvharirwa anytime. It's just a matter of time. Handiti saka hapana kuvaka kwatinenge taita tikasaripota nyaya iyi. And I'm also disappointed nevanhu vekuchikoro, because they've also witnessed evidence. They are supposed to be protecting our children, but vari kungotarisa vakadaro vachiti hatikwanisi kuripotera staff member wedu, but hatizivi sesociety kuti kuripotera kwatinoita vanhu vanenge vaita zvinhu zvakadai hausi hutsinye, but it's a way yekuita intervene kuti munhu atowana kubatsirika before zvinhu zvatoenda out of order, because before you know it munhu anopinda life in prison and vana votozoshaya baba zvamuchose, right? So panoda kuita ma-interventions ipapo kuti munhu awane kubatsirika, because baba vari kutoita zvinhu zvisirizvo. Then zvataurwa narombi zvakakosha sterek ndezvekuti vana ava pavari kutarisa zviri kuitwa nababa vavo, vana vanodzidza kwatiri kumaneja enga, kuresolva ma-problems, kutaura nevanhu zvakanaka. Handiti so vana vakaziva kuti ndikagumburwa nemunhu ndinokwanisa kuresponda neviolence, ndo zvavatobata. And kana vakaramba vari muenvironment iyoyo, ndo behavior yavari kutodzidza. Before you know it, mwana wedu ane 16 years tinozonzwa akunzi akazopinda mufight akazokwadza munhu, kana kuti azovharirwa maybe kana azosvika 18. Zvinoitika izvozvo because haana kudzidza kuti zvii zvinofanirwa kuita. Munhu anofanira kucommunicata sei kana asiri kufara, munhu anofanira kucommunicata sei, haana kudzidza ma-behaviors nema-communication strategies anovaka asingapinzi munhu mujeri. Ndizvozvo.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then chechi3 chandoda kutaura ndechekuti kana takapiwa chikomborero chevana since tiri ma-Christians, handiti vana ava vanhu vakazvimiririra, vanhu vaMwari. Saka but mutemo unotibvumidza kuti tichengetedze vana kusvika pama-ages of 18 takunzi akukwanisa kuzvimiririra kuzviitira ma-decisions ake. Saka kana tapiwa responsibility yekuti tichengete vana, isusu tunofanira kumeka sure kuti we honor that commitment. Saka vana ava vane ma-rights avo, vana vane ma-rights to not be assaulted, vane ma-rights to safety, vane ma-rights to security. And mutemo wenyika wakatoramba, Children's Act yakatoramba kuti mwana chero mudzidzisi wake chaiye asatomboisa kana shamu pane mwana. Makambozvinzwawo?
Yeah, ndakambozvinzwa.
Yes, mudzidzisi wemwana chaiye zvakatorambwa, akusisina zvekudisciplina vana neshamu, hazvichabvumidzwi. Saka tikuti isusu vana ava vane ma-rights avo, but ma-rights evana vedu ari kuvioletwa, zvichireva kuti imimi semubereki makapiwa mubvumo, in fact makapiwa responsibility yekuti ma-rights evana venyu kana achinge avioletwa munofanira kutora matanho muchibatsirwa neve vemutemo wenyika kuti vana vaprotectwe. Saka ndanzwa nyaya yamataura muchiti imimi zvino ndikavaburitsa musituation ndovatora sei ndinovaisa kupi ende vanozonogara kupi. Izvozvo vemutemo vakatotrenwa kumapolice stations. Kune anonzi mavictim friendly units, kune vanoona nezveutano zvemutemo unoprotecta vana. haisi problem yenyu kuti vana vachanogara papi vakabviswa musituation iyoyo. Imimi chenyu chamunongokwanisa kuita ndekwe kunotsanangurira situation iri kuitika kumapurisa. Ivo ndo vanozokuudzai zvekuita. So kuti vanotoziva kuti vana ava vanofanira kusapotwa sei. Vakatotrenwa kuti kana pakauya munhu akaripota kuti vana vari kuabuswa nemubereki vanofanira kuita sei. Ivo vanotozviziva vanhu vose vari kumapurisa, child protective services vese vakatotrenwa kuti pakaita report yakadai so vanofanira kuita sei. Ivo ndo vanozogara nemi pasi vokutsanangurirai process yacho kuti isusu kana tinge tawana report yakati vana vedu tinovaisa muma places of shelter vachiasesa kuti pavanga vachigara pacho panokwanisa kuvandurudzwa sei kuti pakwanise kuita safe. Then kana panzvimbo ipapo paita safe, dzimwe dzenguva mubereki anogona kupiwa warning, dzimwe dzenguva mubereki anogona kunzi atore matanho ekuti akwanise kuchinja maitiro ake achiobservwa nevemutemo. Dzimwe dzenguva vanogona kumuburitsa musituation iyoyo kuti aiwa after vataura nevana vaona vaasesa kuti aiwa vana ava vanga vachiabuswa zvakaita sei, vanogona kuchitora matanho kuti aiwa no mubereki ngaambopinda paprogram yakati neyakati neyakati achibviswa pasituation yekugara nevana so that vana vakwanise kuita safe. Then kana vaongorora kuti aiwa munhu akukwanisa kugara nevana zvakanaka then anokwanisa kuzogara nevana zvakanaka. But maways acho akasiyana siyana depending nesituation iripo izvozvo kuti baba vari kugara sei nevana ende vana vari kuaffectwa sei nemaparenting styles avo. Saka inini ndinoti it's important kuti dai takwanisa kugara nevemutemo pasi even kuti mungovhunza marights enyu semubereki ane vana vari kuabuswa. Just go and sit down nevemutemo mungoenda papolice station iri padhuze nemi mungovhunza kuti kana ndiri musituation yakadai zvinofamba sei. Just that I think that will be a good first move kuti tikwanise kutanga kuprotecta vana. Right? Saka ndagumira ipapo. I think I will leave it to you but tichazoita follow up chinzwa kuti mazokwanisa kuita here because vana ava vane rights and as a parent you are the one who is supposed to ensure kuti rights evana are protected because ivo havasati vapa age yekuti vakwanise kuzviprotecta vega handiti. And then ndada kupinda relationship issue yatinayo. So relationship issue yatinayo ndaona inini kuti kana tisati tahila from trauma yekuti tanga tisiri secure, tanga tisiri safe mu previous relationship, tinokurumbidza kuti tiite yatinoti anxiety yekuti ndikataura nyaya iyi kana kuti ndikabvuma nyaya iyi I might lose this person because you said this is a very good person that you found, someone who considers you, someone who actually wants to take care of you ndizvozvo. Saka anything chinokwanisa kuthreaten this relationship chinogona kutirovesa nehana and then tobva taita withdraw. Why? Number one, toda kuprotect a relationship and then number two, hatisati tambopinda musituation kana relationship yakadaro yekuti yakatiudza maskills ekuti tinokwanisa kutotaura zvakanaka nemumwe wangu ndotomubudira pachena kuti pazoitika nyaya yakati and then iye otoita sei otondipa feedback ndisina kuvhunduka kuti munhu uyoyo achaenda. So that trauma yatakaita kumashure inogona kuaffect how we then show up in this relationship. Saka I want to just give you a task kuti mungo reflect on the relationship yamakabva iyo kuti what has it done to you imimi as a person, yakakuchinjai papi, yakakuitai munhu akaita sei, so that mutange kuziva ma-actions nema-behaviors amuchiri kuita but ari ma-actions amakatora kubva kurelationship iyi, ma-behaviors ekukopa nerelationship yenyu yakaita sei yakapfuura. Dzimwe dzenguva like kunyepa, lying is a coping mechanism. Kunyepa, kusava honest, it's a coping mechanism, especially kana wakakura mu-environment isiri safe. It's not safe to tell the truth. It's not safe to be honest. Saka you find kuti nyaya yaitika iyi yamataura yapfuura ikai, it is just a symptom, and pane dzimwe nyaya dzakawanda dzichazoitika kumberi murelationship medu. How do we handle it kana tisina ma-skills ekuziva kuti now relationship are different and we may be safe now to tell the truth. So I just want to give you a task kuti mukagara pasi mukambofunga nezverelationship iyi yamakabuda this marriage for 14 years. 14 years is a very long time muri mu-abusive relationship. Mukatarisa kuti inini nyaya dzekunyepa idzi ndakatozopedzisira ndakunyepa because I wanted to be safe. Ndakatozopedzisira ndakudai because I wanted to be secure in this relationship, to have peace in this relationship, so that muchiongorora kuti it is now okay for you to tell the truth. It is now okay for you to be transparent. It is now okay because that threat here hatisisina muupenyu medu, so we give ourselves permission to be ourselves. But then you see, nezvese zvakaitika, inini I also recommend kuti dai makwanisa kuwana munhu wekugara naye pasi, whether kuchurch kana kuine makansela, mwamuno ari skilled and a professional anokwanisa kudhila netrauma chaichaiwa, munogara naye pasi muchikurukura. And I know kuti kuma-churches mazuva ano vakutraina ma-church leaders kuti vakwanise kuita counseling, and it can be affordable, so that mukwanise kuongorora and muwane munhu anokwanisa kugara nemi achikugaidhai kuti mukwanise kuheala from trauma yekurohwa nekuabuswa for 14 years. It's very serious, and you find kuti dzimwe dzenguva kupererwa nesituation yevana iyi, don't blame yourself because dzimwe dzenguva it is coming from that trauma yekuramba muchingoabuswa for a very long time. Zvinopedzisira zvakuita kunge zviri normal, zvinopedzisira zvakuita kunge zvinhu is that you can live with. But I tell you, you have rights. You have rights to security. Your children also have rights, and it's time to start ensuring that you utilize mamwe ma-rights atinawo antinoprotectwa nawo ne-law. Then pane nyaya ye-maintenance as well, like what Rumbi said. You can still be able to get support for the children through maintenance, but dzimwe dzenguva kana tapinda ma-situations aya, ndafarira kuti mati mune bhindauko re-sausage, we may need to work triple as harder as we were working, because tikuziva kuti panapa vana ava ndini ndega ndinokwanisa kuvabuditsa musituation iyi, so I have to work times 2 times 3 kuti ndikwanise kuita kuti vana ava vaende kuchikoro, kuti ndikwanise kuti vana ava vakwanise kuwana chekudya. Why? Because tikasavabuditsa musituation iyi vari vatano vari vapenyu, tinogona kuzovabuditsa musituation iyi taakunovaviga, and which is sad for a parent. And so we need to take this very seriously, because imi makazviona kuti baba ava vane potential yekutokuwadza munhu, and you experienced it for yourself, makatadza kuona for some time. So we don't want kuti tizonoburitsa mwana musituation iyi damaged zvisingatomboiti, nekuti munhu watiri kudhila naye takatombozvi-experience, and we may not want the same experience for vana. I am very sorry, but I hope andina kutokonzeresa more stress.
All right. I just want also to taura.
I think she wants to respond.
All right.
Sorry, you were saying? Hello?
All right, ndinoda kutotaura issue number 2. The second issue kuti also be patient with your person. Anditika. And he said he wants to rewrite the script. Don't rush him. ndandinyora ndichida kuverengedza madates ka. You said the issue happened last June and we are in July. It's barely a month zvinhu zvabva kuita sei zvabva kuitika. Give him time to process, but don't maybe kubva manyanya kuzvijaja kuti pamwe hachandide pamwe hachiita sei, but because atotaura kuti ndinoda kumboziva zvinhu zvakaita kuti zvakafamba sei handitya. So give him time, and you said he's still taking care of everything, the bills and stuff. So just take it easy, don't rush him. Zvishoma nezvishoma zvinhu zvinoita sei zvichiita unfold zvega handiti.
Yeah,
Yes.
and also you can be very honest with him. You can actually be very honest kutonyatsomuudza kuti sei makazosvika and I know kuti you also tried to do that, and that's enough kuti munotomuudza kuti you know what, I didn't know how you would take it, and I think you also said you did that. Nandisiri kuziva, and you see, because it's actually coming from zvese zvakaitika kumashure. You found a good thing. You found someone who is different, someone who actually shows you love, someone who is not abusing you. And so the tendency to want to hold on to that can be very high, but inogona kuzotikonzeresa kuti tiite hold on without being transparent, takushandisa lying as a coping mechanism because toda kuchengetedza, but it's okay. You know, we just need to be patient with ourselves because tiri pa healing journey as well. Yeah. Hameno kuti zvabatsira here.
aiwa zvabatsira chaizvo. Vaneda kungobvunzwa kuti apa pandinenge ndichipa munhu space apa ndichimupa time ndotoramba ndichitumira kuti mameseji kumonyaniwayo ndoramba ndichipfuurira mberi pano ndinongotora mameseji.
Alright, so pane zvinhu two zvinoitika kana tiri pasituation iyi. Tinogona kufungira munhu, right? And then tafungira munhu, then we want to act according to ma-assumptions edu ataita, kufungira kwataita. Saka tine information yataudzwa nebehavior yatiri kuona, right? Because behavior is language. And then tozoita pfungwa dzedu dzinotraya kuwana ma-meaning kuti zviri kurevei zvaitwa apa, zviri kurevei zvaitwa apa. Tikanyanya kupinda mupfungwa stereki, you find kuti tinogona kulose perspective. Munhu anenge achitoda, but maybe iwo ari kutraya kuita come to terms, handiti ndiri kumboda time yekufunga, ndizvo handi. Saka zvinogona, munhu anogona kunge zvaatotaura izvozvo ndizvo zvitoripo. Ari kungoda time yekungoprocessa kuti can I open my heart, because munhu anenge achifila kuti maybe inini ndatopa taita nditika maybe this person is not safe. Saka ari kuda kumboassessa kuona kuti zvanga akambofunga paakatanga kudanana nemi ndizvo here zvichiripo dzimwe dzenguva, right? So isusu tikanyanyozvipa pressure nekumupa pressure nekufungisisa sterek kuti saka ndoita sei, how do I protect this, how do I protect this, tinogona kutozopedzisira tazvikanganisa futi. Saka what I can say is start just working nezviripo paground, the reality chaiwo mafacts ndeyekuti munhu anoramba achifona, haasati adisconnecta, they still want to be involved in your life. Ndozviripo hanti mataurirwo maybe rate nezvaitaurwa mawords ana sweetheart zvinogona kunge zvakambowithholdwa, but relationship haisati yaita broken. So let's just be grateful nezviripo izvozvo, but without fearing kuti munhu akuenda. Let's not fear, let's just enjoy the relationship. Zvairi izvozvo, if we want to enjoy it, let's just enjoy. Be good company, don't be too worried, sterek. But I also want you to start loving yourself. Start building a relationship with yourself. Because everyone wants to be part of munhu anozvida. And munhu anofara ari ega. Munhu wese anoda kunge ari around munhu anongofara so. So just start cultivating a good relationship with yourself. A good relationship and start doing the things that you like. Don't hold on sterek kuti wenda tomirira panozotumira message ndo pandinofara aiwa. You know, start just having your own life, but understanding kuti, oh, I'm in a relationship and this person has said they want time to think, and give them that space until they come back and say, this is my position or that position. But until then, let's just give them space. But our life needs to go on. I mean, your life has to go on so that you continue to have a pleasant experience of life without waiting for someone kuti kana azodzoka ready then inini ndo panchatanga kufara aiwa. Just continue being yourself, enjoying akauya akakutorai. If you have a good day in this also, just allow yourself as well to enjoy without saying ko ndikazofarisa panapa but mangwana ozoti zvapera aiwa. Let's just ngatingofarei up until ipapo patichaudzwa ipapo, then we start dealing tozodila nazvo tawana information iyoyo, because you find kuti that bad mood, that anticipation, anxiety yamunoita iyo inotozokanganisa mood yekuti relationship inakidze even for the other person. So you just want to allow yourself to just be free and to enjoy yourself within that relationship and to build a relationship with yourself so that you can just also enjoy your own company even vamwana vasipo.
But the first issue about the kids, you should take care of it so that it affect your present life.
Yes.
Yeah, zvichokwadi.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and just do let us know kuti zvazofamba sei. If you need any support, Rumbi has got experience achidhila nevana. She has experience being a caregiver ndo kwake koko, like she's an expert in that area. So if you need any support, just send a message. She will be able to support you. Yeah. And it's all right. Thank you so much. All right.
I should be the one to thank you.
Thank you so much for allowing us to walk with you.
My Thomas.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.
All right.
All right. We'll take a short break. I think that's our last caller, right?
Yes.
All right. So you can close for us, Rumbi.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for this opportunity that you have allowed us to share your issues and the confidence that you gave in giving us your issues. Our hope and our prayer is Answers Podcast is that you live and experience this life enjoying it and having it like you intend it to be. Thank you so much for joining us this Friday. We hope to see you next week, same time, same place. See you.
All right. Enjoy.